Kintsugi making the work. Squatic finally making some inroads here on behalf of.
Absolutely gets in the back. Shadows.
Oh my. Hello?
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 Uh-oh.
Hello?
Blur? Hello?
I don't think this time they're not gonna get back in touch. Somebody's nurses, no!
33% to a bomb, but BDO sitting with 4 ultimates of their own. This next fight.
They can follow up a little bit of aggression. This effect could be used. I think this is everybody. He does!
An anti-nade came through, and as much as we saw, man, this is dirty. Oh
Yeah,
no.
Altian popping it on everyone. Long spawns and over.
Wow.
It looks like look at Kid Talks. Oh my god! What was this triple? Could that be the difference? He's coming out. Terrible. Try and take up the difference. Let's get it! Oh, it's a tip! All right, what's up everybody and welcome back to some more South African Overwatch action. My name is Sunfix and I'm joined once again after a little bit of a break by Defect. Welcome.
Hello, I'm back. I have exited the work cave and I'm back to do some casting for Overwatch.
Showing off here with his gainful employment. Really, no tact whatsoever. Of course, this is the Raving Mad Gamers Last Men Standing tournament brought to you by PC International. This is week 5, I believe, and we've got a serious banger of a match in this Swiss format bracket. It is going to be OG, Omnius Gaming, Kintsugi, taking on one of our newer members of the community, at least in terms of a fully formed team gaming. We've seen a ton of this team Defect. What are your thoughts coming into this one today?
And I think the styling, the tone being set, the context for this match is that Team Gaming recently had a huge upset against the Beastie Boys. I was skeptical of them at the start, being young and energetic and mechanically skillful, watching way too much contenders perhaps. But this is a team that's now proven themselves and taking up one of the big dogs in South African Overwatch. And I think everyone here is tonight to see if they can do it again. Can they take on the number 4 spot in Omnius?
Yeah, assuming, of course, we haven't seen Enigma take on Omnius, which I think are our picks for 3rd and 4th place in the scene power rankings wise. But on paper, we're looking at OG being 4th, but if we play, we might be proved completely wrong. But yeah, Team Gaming, I think we're looking at sitting in that 5th place slot. But that win against Beastie Boys really shook things up quite a bit. And they've had some strong scrim performances against Enigma as well. So going to be interesting to see. This is going to be the true test of them. Can they crack into that top 4? That win against Beastie Boys was really big, a really powerful message to send to the community. But OG, a different beast, not quite as good, but a little bit more stable than Beastie Boys can sometimes be.
Yeah, last year especially, we saw a lot of polish from the ODG side, especially with the way their tank line and their DPS integrate. And this is also a team that's been playing together for a long while. A couple of roster changes, Damien coming in for Erexon into this year. But mostly you've seen this like highly polished, sort of coordinated, maybe not the most adaptable gameplay from OG. So we'll see how that fares against the style that Team Gaming brings up.
Yeah, Team Gaming a lot more frenetic, let's say, in their play style, but well put together in their own right. This is a group of players who play a ton of Overwatch. So even as a new team, they've got the core of what it takes to be on a team well within themselves, and we've seen how well they can perform as a unit. Obviously, we didn't catch that Beastie Boys game, but throughout their other games, they've really been putting on quite a show, especially in their match against Rage Quit Odyssey a couple of weeks ago. So in terms of Raving Mad Gamers, this is a 3rd place versus 4th place matchup. Team Gaming in 3rd place, OG in 4th place, and the top 4, I believe, go through to the bracket stage. So both of these teams are going to be going home with a victory here. And let's start by taking a look at the Omnius Gaming roster. One we're quite familiar with by now. It is going to be Zoom, perhaps one of the best main tanks in the country on that main tank. Alvin Slayer on the role that is ready to be deleted here. His days are numbered, unfortunately. Not as a player, but as a role going into Overwatch 2. Damien and Ontiablo on the DPS. Ontiablo, of course, maybe the standout player on this team. Alex, aka the Ninja, on the flex support, and Lulubal on that main support.
Yeah, and for this team, you'll see Ontiablo picking up the captaining duties recently, and he's really put in like a training regimen and like really structured this team in a very robust way. And then also to highlight Zoom, I think would be the standout player, if I can contradict you a little bit. Sure. Being like a top 100 in EU, like main tank, pretty consistently. The man is nuts. for my money, the best main tank or just tank player in South Africa. So I think he's a man to watch. And Bubbles has his work cut out for him, but I'm excited to see it. Bubbles, prove me wrong. I love you, my boy, but good luck.
Yeah, main tank difference, we're going to have to wait and see. Of course, Zoom and Auntie kind of like peas in a pod. Zoom is on the Reinhardt in this image, but I think we know him best for his Winston hooking up with Auntie Diablo's Tracer. Taking a look at their opponents this evening, Team Gaming on the other side, it is going to be Bubbles, as you mentioned already, on the main tank. Unreal Nick on the off tank, having secured his spot there over, who was it? I can't remember now. Shadowscript and Guard side on the DPS. Metal Snow and Newt going to bring things in on the supports.
Yeah, I think the support line is what's really pushing this team. Like Newt being like suddenly cementing himself as one of the premier main support players in South Africa. And Lulu Bell not being a slouch herself. Newt is S tier to her A tier, I think, in this matchup. It remains to be seen. Then Metal Snow is also up there with like the top 3 off supports with, I think, Alex. So the support line, I think the slight advantage goes to Team Gaming, and that's going to be the driving force, or like rather the landing pad for Team Gaming to bounce off. Yeah.
Newt, of course, a big part of the decision-making structure of this team. We saw that come into play against Rage Quit Odyssey a few weeks ago. That was a really critical part of that victory. And Bubbles as well on the front line. He's going to be a major core of that decision-making and shot calling in general as well. So I think those are going to be 2 key players to look out for if they're going to succeed again in this match, because it's not just about how they can perform mechanically, but it's also about how they can outthink a very smart Omnius Gaming squad.
Yeah, and I mean, if they outthunk the Beastie Boys, who have Visions on him, who's one of the mega minds, if not the megast of minds in South Africa, then maybe we do have something here. They could just be dynamite in a can, and I'm looking forward to seeing them explode.
Yeah, looking forward to that. And we are going to look to see if they can explode here on Oasis. And explode they did against Rage Quit Odyssey. They started here as well, and they really looked untouchable on this map. So we're gonna have to see if they can take it to Omnius Gaming on this map, starting here on City Center.
Yeah, quite a wide open map, a lot of contestability. You don't want to necessarily run brawl comps, something that can just put a toe on point and jump away, or just like contest a very small area is typically what we see on this map, being so large and being so hard to take or take back once someone has it.
Yeah, absolutely. As we wait to see what these teams want to come out the door here with. Nothing too unusual here. Pretty standard dive, maybe the most standard dive on the side of Team Gaming with the Diva, Winston, Genji. Oh, but with Shadowscript on the Scrum, I like that, especially up against Alvin Slayer's ball. And Auntie going to be coming out on the Symmetra, but I imagine you'll switch on to probably the Tracer here once the doors open.
It remains to be seen. We're seeing a lot of Symmetra in like high tier play, and he may be copying some strats you've seen in Contenders and some of Overwatch League. So who knows?
Well, he pops it down. He runs right back inside and switches immediately. So get wrecked, defect. That's SP here. As Damien comes in here on the Echo, just going to put the damage in down. Oh, Team Gamer under a lot of pressure. Immediately Bubbles goes down, but they trade out Lulu Bell there on the Mercy. Godside finds the second one there. Great work from the blue Tracer here as he looks to clean up Alvin Slayer on this ball. The Sombra pumping in the damage as well. Maybe look to get the hack on. No, Alvin going to work his way over and try and get out of here. Shadowscript going to put the pressure on the point here, but a great start for Team Gaming as they find Damien towards the end of that one.
Yeah, pretty some heroic plays from Go Outside. They're carrying the bulk of his team's damage. Not seeing a lot of ult charge coming out of Shadowscript, being pushed off there by the off tank.
Yeah, pressure coming in here now. Usually looking to reclaim their spot on top in this map here. That's a good start for them. They get rid of Metal Slow to open things up, and now they can put pressure on the front line, but having to run away from the Tracer. Newton finds the boop kill onto the enemy Mercy here as Auntie looks to put the damage in from the backline, uncontested here, and they're doing a great job, OGR, of prioritizing targets and getting the kills they need to. They will flip this back after a quick team fight.
Yeah, very precarious flip there after losing both their healers just before the fight ends.
Yeah, a little bit tough, but managing to bring it out there.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried here about the Sombra's EMP. Like, not a lot of charge considering a 2 fights in, and you're seeing like Zoom is already on his primal, and
Yeah, the other side. Pulse bomb, start things off the metal, taken down straight away, and immediately 2 kills follow up there. Shadowstrip gonna have to back on out of there. Still only 62% up to his ultimate now, as the point is evened up in percentages. Go outside, tries to make his way out, gonna get chased down. Your Primal Rage at the ready, should he choose to commit, but he's just gonna play it safe now. Get that Tracer out of here. Is she gonna get out? Yes, she is. Just barely. Zoom gonna hop on back and rejoin the squad.
So a bit of a quick fight, or at least decisive at the start, where typically on the defensive you want to take a prolonged fight, but I think Omnius has realized that they don't want to feed more ult charge into the Sombra. So they're trying to take these quick decisive fights even on the defense.
Oh,
do we see the monkeys, Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, Planet of the Apes here. 2 for the price of 1 as Room comes forward now with the monkey at his side. Unreal Nick though flies back with a double kill on the bomb. Primal Rage though in the front line. That's 2 separate Primal Rages for those of you not paying attention. There you see side by side once again as Room looks to get back now. Oh, Nick getting demeked there. He's going to try and fight this one out, but I think he might be better off getting back. But Team Gaming, they think they can win this. Bubbles thinks he can win this one for his team. Hops on top of Damien and takes him out, but he's a little bit isolated here from the rest of his squad. Can he clean it up, or is this just a bit of a battery? Have to wait and see. Here's the EMP finally, but again, this is such a split fight for Team Gaming. Maybe they need to be a little bit more disciplined here, pull back and regroup, but OG are just going to stall this one out and win it out. It's only 90 seconds on the clock now, 10 seconds left for Team Gaming to come back in. Sound very committed here for both teams, I think, as they look to win this one through. Damien on the echo, just gonna pump damage. Zoom taking a nap, but it's not gonna matter. It's Lulu Ball with the GAT out, gonna execute Shadow's Grip, no problem for her, taking out that Sombra as the ball works his way through now. Ball on ball action here as OG look to just clean up the last dregs of this Team Gaming squad and cement themselves the first map win, really controlling the tempo expertly on this map.
Yeah, a lot of pressure, like a lot of hero plays coming out of the side of Team Gaming. You'll see like a bomb, a pulse bomb getting both supports, or a diva bomb getting both supports. But then there's no follow-up. The Omnius using their ultimates to prolong the fight, the double monkey ults, until their supports can actually respawn and come back into the fight for them to like clean it up in the end. I think a couple of times it happened where Lulubelle would die early, and then the fight takes so long that she gets back into the fight while they're still cleaning up.
Yeah. Struggling to kind of follow up on that initiation, as you said. Looking at Omnis Gaming, though, they're looking pretty well put together. Perhaps some positional mistakes, but they're able to work together as a unit. And I think we're seeing that frontline combo of Alvin, Zoom, and Auntie work really well together to clean up the fights.
Oh, yeah, and I'm excited to see here the Diablo's raw aim on the McCree is going to be something special, I think, especially with the Doomfist trying to get work done into that flashbang.
Yeah, the Shadow Script here could be a key on that Doomfist. Flank comes out from McCree. It's a bit of an anti-synergy then, unfortunately. Oh, but Godside taken down, but immediately 2 kills, 5 back. So once again, Team Game coming up with a strong fight here on the first point of the map. Oh, Bubble's going to go for that kill onto Zoom now and get aggressive just to clean things up. The May last to fall here. Nice shots from Newton to clean that up, and they will get the first cap here for Team Gaming.
Oh, what a nasty Doomfist there from Shadow Script. He absolutely pummeled the opposing team. Not even leaving anything for Go outside to pick up on the McCree. If you look at the ult charges, he's barely landed any shots.
Yeah. True, don't even need him here. It's a Shadow Script show, but let's see if he can keep it up as this map continues. Now Team Gaming put under pressure. Shadow Script can look for the angle here. He goes straight onto the Baptiste, finds him, gets stunned out of his charge, and gets taken down. You can't give Diablo a window, but that's a huge ultimate from Bubbles there to clean up the core of the OG squad. Zoom gonna charge in there for a Hail Mary pin kill on his way out, but he will get taken down by Metal Snow's Baptiste, and Team Gaming have found their rhythm here.
Yeah, a lot of pressure coming onto Zoom's shield from that Baptiste ultimate that just led to the Shadow being completely uncontested. And Bubbles finding himself a nice, 4-5-man Shadow?
Looked like a 4-man, yeah.
Yeah,
super impressive stuff.
Can't come back from that.
No, window now committed here by Team Gaming, so they might also, that's OG's window. Now they can push forward. Bubbles wants an early kill, but that's a big shatter in the other direction. Zoom finds one, sets up a kill on another, but the kills are coming the other way as well. A scrappy fight here for both teams, but it's all blue in the kill feed. Zoom all by his lonesome now, forced back alongside his Lucio, and he's not going to get out of this one with without a couple of scars.
Yeah, this is getting pretty one-sided, these ultimate usage. I love the Diva Bomb to make space. Like the Shadow lands, the Diva Bomb comes out instantly in response. and baits the beat and everything, it still wasn't enough to convert the fight.
Unfortunately not. OG running out of time here, 80% on the clock. Now Shadow on the back, doesn't find anything, doesn't look like it finds too many. Go outside though, gets a kill on the front line. Oh, Ultimate comes out, Zarya grab, put on the ground, and they're getting kills here. Bubbles clean things up, he's taken down, but there's still a few members from both teams alive. New tries to get the poop into the hole there, doesn't quite find it, but he's got a diva on his back here to help him clean up this McCree, but the Brigitte being such a nuisance, they isolate the McCree, they isolate the Brigitte, and it's just room left for his team here. He's not even going to touch the point, and Team Gaming equalize on Oasis.
Yeah, that was pretty one-sided, and I like the rotations from Team Gaming. As soon as they realized there was no more Lucio on Omnia's side, they immediately thought that, all right, cool, we're gonna like speed around you and get the flank shatter off. Now Zoom kind of reading the play and was for the block, but Alex still managed to like sneak the shatter through the little crack in the shield.
Yeah.
And they took full advantage of it, just pushing in immediately on that fire strike goes down. And unfortunately, their Zarya, Elven Slayer, didn't have enough charge to get the grab through, even though the lamp was out of position.
Yeah, unfortunately, they just OG put under such pressure there by Team Gaming. Like you say, the rotations were excellent, and just the impetus on them just to take fights quickly and executing so well. Coming to this next team fight though, OG going to be running the double bubble here with Damien back on the Echo, Auntie back on the Tracer, so back to a couple of comfort picks here, but a good strat nonetheless. On the other side, Bubbles going to reprise his role on the Reinhardt, and in fact the whole combo looking pretty much identical. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, but Shadow Strip broken down in this team fight. Damien opens the kill tally for OG on this map. The charge comes through, the bubble going to keep the monkey pretty healthy here, and that's Bubbles isolated, sent off the map. Unfortunately, Pretz play if I've ever seen one. Long time since we've seen one of those. As Zoom gets aggressive now onto the core of Team Gaming. He finds the kill onto Metal Snow. Newton drops in the meanwhile, and now they're going to just clean up the rest of this squad, Team Gaming squad. The punch onto the Diva. Oh, Shadowscript still in the mix here. Tries to get rid of Zoom before he goes down, but unfortunately not able to pick up that kill.
This is the Zoom show, and I'm really glad we were able to see Brawl versus Double Bubble.
Yeah.
A matchup that's not mirror. I think both the previous two comps, even though on map one they weren't exactly the same, they sort of had the same game plan.
Yeah.
Where here now we get to see what it's like to try and run a big Brawl into such an extremely mobile comp, like trying to isolate probably the Ana with your Lucio.
Yeah, probably. Shadow Strip going to work his way through there. Doesn't hit anything. And now there's an Angry Monkey in the mix of Primal Rage. Nano Boost. Not a combo you usually see, but it seems to be working out for OG as they clean them up. That is a meat grind if I've ever seen one, Defect.
Oh, that was two ults in the game win. That's it's pretty clean and a deal you take any day of the week.
Yeah.
Some questionable alt uses there with the like typically you stagger your Nano and your Primal. I didn't see he wasn't antied in any way because there's no Ana on the other team. Obviously, facts. Think.
Yeah, good observation.
So maybe a bit of a miscommunication there, but the ult rotation looking clean here.
Oh, that was a big bang, and they get rid of the Baptiste lamp there finally, and all the stagger. Oh no, Nick just shoot there. Oh no, he's lapping the squats as well. Zoom not playing any games. I'm just going to end that off with a nice punch to the midsection there.
To be fair, on this map, if anyone deserves to squat, it's Zoom. He's been the Zoom show.
Pretty much on this monkey, really making a huge difference. 71% towards his LT. Other side though, they've got guard side coming in with the high noon. Will it be press Q to die, or will he find a couple of picks? That's going to be critical for his team here. Now Zoom getting aggressive here. Damon going to do the same. He's got the duplicate. He's looking for Bubbles. He's trying to get the there we go. He gets it. No, he got Unreal Nick. Not what he was expecting, but he will be able to build up a bomb fairly quickly as long as he doesn't drop. Putting the pressure onto the back line. The lamp goes onto the front line. He gets through. A quick double there onto the enemy team. The squish onto Bubbles. Not expecting that one from the back, and unfortunately for him, that's going to put his team in a really tough position now. Team Gaming firmly on the back foot as OG look to clean up, make them pay for the insolence on University. Nick going to be the last one to drop there, unwittingly spotting the dude for his team. The Nano now onto Zoom, looking to clean things up. That's Snoot going down, and that's Team Gaming going down in the first map.
What an excellent back and forth. The first map being a bit less one-sided and the last two just being completely decided. I think this is where you can put like the impetus on Zoom. Zoom here, just the monkey is ridiculous. Here's the primal nano that we spoke of earlier, and I can't imagine a worse place to be than this room.
Oh god, right in the corner there. There's some benches there that you can sit on while you're getting pummeled by Zoom.
Oh, yes, wait your turn.
Exactly. Well, that was some impressive stuff.
Participation.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. So no,
he gets the legendary as well. You guys can't see it, but
you guys can't see it. 10 up.
If we picked player of the match off one map, I think we know who'd be going with.
Player of the map, Zoom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts coming out of that one in terms of how these teams have performed so far?
Looking very structured for Omnius, as I expected, and seeing a lot of hero plays coming out of team gaming, which occasionally pays off, like big bombs. And they're playing like McCree and Doomfist, who feel also like, they feel like high variance. Like sometimes your Doomfist just is uncontested and punches 3 people and wins a fight. And sometimes your McCree is just like better and clicks like, 4 heads in a row, and that's the fight as well. Yeah. But Omnius seems to like be rotating their ults. They're saving Pulse for Grav. They're saving Nano for Monkey. When the fights break down, I feel like there's a lot of kills, especially on the backline for Omnius. They tend to fall quite quickly when the fights are prolonged. But when staging and pushing into Omnius seems to be like a horrible idea. It seems to be a pretty hard thing to do, and it just felt like team gaming was like speed boosting into a reset and then going back to spawn. On that last map.
I will say that it would look like that for both teams, actually. Defensively looking extremely strong on both sides, and playing a really aggressive style, really high tempo style for both squads. Just looking for opportunities to start the fight and executing very well in both cases.
Yeah. A couple of tiny like criticisms maybe for the some of the ult usage, but the idea is there, the strategy is in place. It's just maybe like staggering at timing, but this is 95% like clean play from Omnius that we've not seen, at least consistently, from the side of team gaming. They did all right on the university, but they looked a bit less coordinated on the other maps.
Yeah. It is Town up next, guys. As you can see, OG up 1 in this match so far, but it's been a pretty close affair, at least on Oasis so far. But this is where our hit scans get to play, and this is where your tanks also have a big impact on how this map goes. Zoom going to be opening it up here again. OG going to lean on that double bubble. They're going to put Auntie on the Widowmaker here to match up against Guardside on the other time. I think this is maybe Guardside's best hero, at least from what we've seen. But on the other side, it's Bubbles on the Roadhog here, and they have come out of spawn already. And Nick on the Sigma. What are your thoughts on that tank line, or the whole squad of the team gaming side?
I like it. This is very much a playing the 2 most survivable tanks, maybe except for Ball. And like leaning on your DPS, which I think is the correct play. Genji needs to get in close to do his damage, and on Diablo, like, look, the man is a much better widow than I'll ever be in my life, but he's more known for his tracking aim than his flicking. So I obviously he can prove me wrong, and I know the man has incredible aim in general, but looking forward to see how he matches up against Go Outside.
Going to be interesting to see for sure here. Go outside. It's going to pepper the squad. Zoom going to open up OG's aggression tally here and just kind of put the pressure on. Oh, that is dangerous. Just barely getting out of there. Was the game.
Oh, the hog.
Ooh, hog.
That's a nice little flank there from Bubbles. Just walking up, throwing the hook. No risk. There's not enough burst damage to get through a hog, and no stuns that he needs to worry about.
Oh, there we go again. Yeah, that seems to be what he's setting up for here. But there we go. Immediately the dual one by on Diablo. Guardside gonna have to look at how he's playing that one going forward, and there's no mercy on his squad to even look for a res. So that's an immediate advantage for OG, and I think get aggressive. The pick of Shadow Script as well. So DPS all out of this fight, but that's a super quick nano built up by Metal Snow. Gets Nick up and healthy, but he's all by himself. He's just gonna get sent into Nani here off the map. Get out of here, boy. I've got work to do.
Control. Oh,
cleans it up.
Well. A little sleep there on Go Outside. Cheeky. Yeah. Interesting to note that they did use the nano on the Primal and not on the Blade. Although that said, Alex is already 70% up to...
Oh, my goodness.
Up to nano again. That is ridiculous. I think just healing the Primal Monkey. Although you don't get it back from while nano is active.
No, yeah, that is true. On T here, he did find another pick onto Shadow Script to open things up, so immediately finding an advantage for OG as now they can push forward. Zoom going to put the pressure onto Bubbles there on the left-hand side. Is Auntie just looking for more targets here? You can see through walls. It feels like a hack. If you're new to the game, it's not though. As Auntie just looks to find some angles. Damien does have his ultimate here. He's looking for those hit scan, but Nick gets into the back line there. Has switched now onto the ball and takes down the Widowmaker. Immediately though, undone here by Lulu Bell as she looks to help her team push forward here. Damien going to do the same with his ultimate. He gets onto the Anna and immediately Metalsnow out of the game. And another two quickly afterwards. He's going to go for the third there. Go outside, executes him, but it's too little too late. Or maybe it's not. Whole hog here in the back line, but this is a barely charged up Zarya with a Graviton Surge to boot. Just looking to get rid of Bubbles there as the players look to rejoin from Team Gaming. Unreal Nick making space for his team, just buying some time. Gonna go for that mega pack, but Bubbles has dropped now on the front line, but not before taking out the Mercy. The Graviton Surge just to deal with this pesky ball, but he's not dropping fast enough. His team is rejoining here, and Team Gaming might just have done enough to bring this one back in their favor. They're retreating into the corner here. A nice whip shot to send that Genji packing, but do they have what it takes against the big angry monkey's womb? He's got what it takes to put them under pressure. Shadow Script in the corner like a naughty boy. Uncle's womb gonna put him in his place. Or is he? He's getting taken down. Newt. That Brigitte coming in clutch, and Team Gaming somehow managed to hold it.
Wow. Very back and forth fight. And I think you can see the differences in the play style here, where Team Gaming relying on like a headshot, a hook, and a kill to sort of equalize what was a very structured, like, all right, boys, we're gonna nano blade. All right, I got 3 play from the side of Omnius. Like, very much this sort of hero leaning on the headshot and the hook instead of like, you know, building up ultimates quickly and using them in a structured manner.
Oh. Christian coming out of the monkey here. Hook on cooldown for the time being. Go outside, finds the first pick onto Lulu Ball. Perfect pick to get. No res left. Shadow Script taken down, but kills going in that direction. That traits over on Diablo. Not going to contribute to this fight anymore as go outside uncontested on the top here. And Team Gaming have found their rhythm here on the second point.
Yeah, playing just such hard to kill heroes like Brigitte and Bull just makes it like very difficult for monkeys and you know, Genjis to push through enough damage to confirm kills.
More nano boost perhaps on the end of that, but now they're going to come in. Alvin Slayer tracks down Metalsnow, takes him down. Go outside, taken down as well. So a quick regroup here from Omnius Gaming is going to help them push in. This pesky ball though needs to get dealt with. Nick going to be trying to buy his team as much space as he can here. They go into Bubbles. They need to get rid of this hog. They don't want him hanging out on the periphery. The wall going to feel the brunt of Diablo's pulse bomb there, but Bubbles won't be taken down by that. But Alex in the mix there quickly with his own anti-nade, as now they can look to clean things up, but still going on.
The ball just not die.
On the McCree, the ball is still alive. What's happening, boys? We gotta get rid of this thing. Nick making a name for himself here, finally hits the deck, and OG finally capped that second point.
I can hear Effect's voice from Season 1 Overwatch League. Just please kill Coolmat, please. Just please kill Unreal Nick. He's not dying. The man.
Who do you think is Coolmat in this scenario? Who do you think is Effect in that scenario?
Probably Auntie. It has to be.
Probably, right? Yeah. If the shoe fits.
Yeah, if the shoe fits.
Metalsnow here, just trying to keep his team alive. That is a great work from Shadow Script on the McCree here. We don't really know him for his hit scan, more the projectile player on this team, but he's made some space for his team. Go outside, gets his second pick, but immediately return kills here. Pretty much trading identical kills on the other side. Now DPS and support going down. Nick has the mines. Does he choose to commit them here? He's getting forced back. Oh no, that's Bubbles, his teammate, forcing the opponents back. He finds Zoom as well. We'll zoom out the picture here. That might be back off time for OG, and they are going to do just that. Team Gaming doing an incredible job holding their own.
I feel like this is a comp issue for, and I agree because they're swapping off now. On the side of Omnius here, they're playing these like low damage dive heroes and trying to take out like a Hog and a Brick and a McCree and a Wrecking Ball. Like nothing's dying, and no fault of their own.
As you say that, a triple comes out of OG here. A nice work from the two tanks. Gonna open this one up for the green squad, or the blue squad in this game, red squad in this game, every color under the rainbow. But
so
OG, good job. They're just gonna clean up Bubbles here. The stun gonna cancel the healing.
Poor Damien there, getting hooked on the Genji, dies, gets raised, instantly hooks and dies again after using his blade. So yeah, I think also probably better to swap out to something a bit more high damage.
Oh, the Tracer Godside needs to be careful here.
big
Damien trying to
stun.
track him down here. Stun, not going to find anything at this stage. Godside with the pulse, ready to go. Choose committed here. That is a very necessary stun there. Shadowscript looked like I had a lot hooked up in that one. Auntie going to get stunned out of his as well. Metal Snow does end up taking him down. Bubbles finds the Mercy once again. So Team Gaming sitting pretty in this team fight as they look to get aggressive now. Damien dropping low. The anti-heal comes through to keep him healthy, but Bubbles has already found one on the front line. Eventually, Godside drops, but Damien not going to contribute anything else to this team fight. OG only with 1 minute left on the clock.
This is going to be a tough nut to crack. All these extremely survivable heroes, a couple of stuns. Yeah, and Zoom swapping over to the Sigma? Is that a hero that's typically in these pools? Normally, Alvin Slayer's best hero.
That is true, but I think Alvin Slayer's feeling it on the ball here, and with a minute left, they don't really want to give away the ultimate charge on that hero. There we go, Damien opens things up there with a headshot onto Newton. No mercy in the mix here for the blue team, so they won't be able to bring him back, but spawns are quite short here. So if they can just buy a little bit of time now, as Shadowscript put under pressure, Alvin Slayer immediately, but gets taken down. Alvin Slayer does on the front line by Shadowscript. So now, Bubbles taking a nap, now put under pressure by the Brigitte. Double stun comes out, triple stun if you include the sleep, and they get rid of that pesky Roadhog.
Old Bubbles not getting to play the game.
Not get taken down here. As Lulu Ball has switched onto the Brigitte now, putting the pressure on. There's a Reaper in the mix as well. A lot of damage coming out of Team Gaming, and they punch down Zoom on the front line. It's looking pretty hard for OG. They need to get to the point, and someone does just that. Auntie gets the kill with his ultimate here as Alvin Slayer forced back through the mines. None of them pop, thankfully. But with that Reaper, with that Roadhog on the point, it's so hard to get back in. And Team Gaming will hold them on third point.
Yeah, Bubbles channeling his super from last year's All Grand Finals, just whole-hogging them off the point and preventing the overtime contest.
Yeah, very well played there from OG. Thoughts on Bubbles Roadhog? We saw him play it the whole round. Seemed pretty impactful that time.
Seems real clean, like no complaints. There was a couple of times where he just didn't get to play the game. We got triple stunned and antied and, spooped and slashed, but I mean that's the hog life. That's what you do when you're a pig, and he tanked it like a champion, and he got his revenge at the end. So
he's prepping for Overwatch 2.
Oh yeah. He's ready for the solo hog carry, playing as the main tank.
Oh, sad. I'm still salty about that. If I was ever gonna get back into Overwatch, I'm definitely not gonna get back in as a player anymore.
I'm kind of excited for it. I'll see what the diffs do. I think starting over where you can change all the tanks so much is really gives them a clean slate to work with. And I feel the game will be much better balanced as well if they only need to deal with one tank. And think of the queue times, SB.
I don't care about the queue times. I play tank.
I care about the queue times, and I play tank.
I mean, I want to play tank with my tank, bro, but I don't get to do that anymore. Anyways, that's enough about that. Looking at the compositions here, Damien has switched now onto the Mei, Auntie on the hit scan, and Alvin going to be going onto that Sigma, unfortunately.
They got captured. Oh, they got seen. Ooh,
Bastion, hello, what's this? Coming around the corner here, putting the pressure on, he's putting immediately 2 players getting blown up here. Godside under pressure from the Sigma on his backside, but it's not going to matter as the team backs him up here, and now they can get the sailboat set up on the point. Oh, no sailboat, it's actually just a naked Bastion.
Oh, there's a long contest from the Mei. Yeah, I don't know why. I personally am a fan of these close stall comps on Junkertown. But there's 2 ways to do it, and neither of them is standing under that little porch aftaki there.
Yeah.
It's usually either in the shed or in front of the garage door with an Orisa. So, but now that they've lost that fight and the Bastion gets to set up, it's going to be a bit of a hard recontest for Omnius.
It is going to be a very contest, but a hard recontest. But they don't have any cover for that Bastion, so Damon's going to have to play it smart here. Oh, sorry, Godside is, and this is some smart play if I've ever seen it here. Right in the window, he's got the angle to see what he needs to, and he gets a couple of picks there. Now he can get set up on the point once again, but he actually doesn't need to. The res comes out here from Newt onto Shadowscript, and this Farah can continue to be a nuisance in the sky.
Yeah, very. Yeah,
never mind.
Oh, well, I mean, you can't really peek into Diablo. He has many more hours in Kovacs than a healthy person should have.
That's true.
But I liking this sort of high, if you've ever watched streamers or are a high tier ranked player, you'll see like the GM Bastion one tricks play this style of like, I'm just gonna hide, and one day you're gonna turn the corner and there's gonna be a Bastion where you don't expect it, instead of sitting on the cart or being ever present.
Kind of a weird fake soldier hybrid thing.
Yeah, there's like, this very like solo queue mentality almost.
Well, it seems to be working for them. Whatever it is they clean up this team
completely
fight.
off balance for this entire duration of the two fights so far.
Yeah, and it's going to be down to the discipline here. They need to figure out how to deal with this Bastion, and they need to figure it out fast because they're running out of time here. Team Gaming about to get the second cap. Do OG look to come out here for the recontest? It doesn't look like it.
Probably not, but I would still take an early fight here.
Hello? Okay, sorry, Alex. Get out of here, my boy. I've got work to do elsewhere on the map. Oh, Nick Baseford though, with his life isolated out there, gets the shatter down, puts a lot of them in the air, and that's gonna go outside. Some space to work with. They picked off two. There's a big rock to your face, my boy, and he's gonna get taken down eventually by Damien, tracked down and executed, but it's all blue left in this team fight. Unfortunately for OG, is Bubbles with the whole hog there, picks up one, executes another two with his ultimate. So great work from Team Gaming, really taking advantage of these chaotic team fights.
Yeah, like I said, this weird like solo hero play, like you can win a fight, you can take down 4 picks, but did you check the hog behind you? Because he's gonna take 4 back, you know?
Yeah.
Just as a solo road hog somehow. Very interesting style.
Very interesting indeed. And what else is interesting is this yellow box of victory right here. Nick gonna open it up with the minefield over the top. So much damage going down. Lulu Ball having to work so hard, and Shadowscript gets taken down by the high noon there. Onto up, they're gonna open that one with Lulu going down. They're gonna back out of this team fight as well.
Yeah, Lulu Ball asserting her dominance as the premier main support.
Oh, Unreal Nick gonna put the pressure on here with the slam going down. Cart is still there. He's gonna try and make his way towards it. He's all by himself. Can somebody deal with this guy? Nobody looking at him. Finally gets put to sleep here, but they got the res now onto Metal Snow, and they can look to get aggressive. They've also lost Damien on the Hanzo as God side here. Looks for an angle. He goes for the configuration tank mode. Looks to put the pressure on from a long range. He finds one, and there's kills all over the place here for Team Gaming. OG struggling to stand up to what this young squad is throwing their way. Once it was OG, the young squad with everything to prove, but now Team Gaming coming out here. A huge shatter, but it's not going to be enough, and Team Gaming equalize things here on Junkertown.
Coasting in the cart while being being stunned by the shatter is quite a feeling.
Yeah.
Respectable Nanoblade coming out from Damien. They tried to set these things up, but even with this hero like amazing play here, they still lost this team fight.
They did. It's crazy enough. With what you're seeing here, they lost the team fight. And I mean, what does that say about Team Gaming and what they're able to do in this team fight? Team fights.
It just feels like they're playing these mega survivable heroes with a lot of stuns and a lot of like, you know, Roadhog heals or balls just eating up 3 mega health packs between taking every tick of damage.
Yeah.
It seems like the wide openness of Junkertown played in the favor of that, where they can peek out of these, like, you know, anywhere on this giant map instead of being clustered together where they can be nanobladed. It's an interesting style from Team Gaming. I like it. It's working for them. It's very chaotic. They do want to throw Omnius off balance, and they definitely did that, especially with their offense.
Yeah.
There was, I think Omnius took 1 fight on the defense, and we just mentioned that both these teams are better on the defense.
Yeah.
So that speaks to their, you know, there's this sort of organized chaos style. This like, I'm going to throw you off balance because this is where I live, and you're in my house now. Very nice. I'm enjoying it, and I wonder if this is how Beastie Boys lost their match as well. So
sure, could be. Of course, we won't know until we see them play Beastie Boys again, and I'm excited to see what unfolds here, because there was every chance this could be a one-sided stomp for Omnius Gaming, but it is absolutely not the case here. Now 1-1 evened up. Oasis looked pretty even. It was dominant on every map that each team won. And we go to Hollywood now, Defect. Having seen 2 maps, and Junkertown especially, are you feeling like this favors one team over the other?
I feel like these teams are very close, but doing different things. I feel like long term, if I can zoom out for South African Watch for the year, it'll probably be the meta that ends up. If the meta remains sort of fluid, or there's 2 or 3 comps that are meta, it'll favor team gaming. But if we get to like one stable meta where Omnius can like polish up and like get that very clean executions, I think we'll see them favored sort of in the long run. On Hollywood, who knows? Who knows? I surely don't.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see here. Not going with the same look as they did on Junkertown here. No more Roadhog. Maybe just going for the lore bonus on Junkertown with Team Gaming. OG, very stable composition. We've seen them run this a couple of times. The double bubble with the Echo Tracer, the Mercy, and the Ana. On the other side here, though, they bring in the Ash God side, also very well known for this, on the defense. And they've got Bubbles on the Sigma. So second main tank we've seen playing Sigma this evening.
Yeah, the Sigma seems to be the Baptiste of tank role, where he's both off and main tank as required.
Does seem that way. Ball has the same kind of idea as well. Damien opens things up.
You have to deny that race, so
that's a great start. Not getting the deny, but getting Newt. So actually might be even better. And now they can just track down Shatterscript and get rid of him. Auntie finds one on the back line. Elven Slayer looks to get aggressive here. Zoom drops low, but he knows exactly the limits of his hero here. You never see a Tracer standing dead still on a banister, but that's what you just saw Auntie Diablo doing, because he knew exactly what they needed to do, and that was get rid of that pesky ball.
Yeah, I like that. Omnius taking over the point so quickly and then focusing up the immortal ball. Just standing on every high ground and every doorway there was Omnius player. So interesting positioning. Probably not trying not to get slammed.
Probably not, but also just putting the damage onto Nick there. Now taking up an aggressive spot here. Look at this isolated. Oh, no! Take a nap, my boy. They've lost Damien on the other side, and Bubbles has free reign over the backline. He's taken down 2 already. Can he find any more here? As the pressure's Zoom on the high ground. Zoom's gonna have to back out of here, but he's lost his Ana already. Or sorry, his Mercy. And now Damien, I think, going to go back and switch here. Hasn't quite pulled the duplicate up. Okay, on Diablo, don't need that one. Throw that one straight in the bin as he looks to put pressure onto Bubbles' main tank here. But they're not going to do much more until they get the full company up here.
Yeah, I just want to issue a correction. It was Damien that went down, not the Mercy or the Ana.
Oh, yeah, no, that is very true.
Yeah, and I'm liking this sort of high ground setup with the D.Va trying to eat the... Ooh, diving in after being antied.
Yeah, risky play there, but it seems to be working out okay. Alex taken down though. Bubbles going to be taken down the other side. This is an angry monkey if I've ever seen one, but not for long. As he gets taken down, Auntie still in the mix though. Nick, how is it tracking? Struggling there to track him down. Auntie going back and forth in front and behind him, and now Alvin going to get aggressive here on the Zara. Just look to clean up this McCree, make sure he doesn't contribute anything else. That's a D-Mech onto Nick
and
on the other side.
pushing hard to get that D-Mech before the next fight. So it's a good play.
Yeah, very nice play there. No way to get the remake from Unreal Nick without popping the ultimate there. Oh, going in here, Damien, trying to put the pressure on Anti a little bit. Planet of the Apes, not working out so well this time. As the Tracer duel won by Diablo. I think, Defect, anytime you're in a position, you're 1v1ing Diablo on a Tracer, you might want to rethink your life decisions here as Damien rolls his way up to the Primal Rage. The finishing beam, going to get rid of Unreal Nick. The big sleep, he's just going to... Hello? Oh, just waiting for the doors to open so they can stagger him for a little bit.
Yeah, and him immediately pulling out the candy to bribe them for a quick death, I suppose.
Please Mercy.
Yeah. I really like the synergy again we've seen between Zoom and Auntie Diablo, where every time Zoom jumps in, Auntie's there, and even when Zoom falls and you think like, oh, okay, the monkey's gone, the troubles are over, like there's this Tracer just there, like pumping out more damage than limited. Oh, the Primal Blade.
Meat grinder there on the inside. Nick pops his ulti, but he's already lost 2 friends here. This Regita, what a nightmare of a hero. Finally goes down. Soon gonna camp the body a little bit. Looks to go back up there and help his team. No, he's gonna found the Ana. He's gonna put the pressure onto both the Ana and the Tracer here. Heinlein comes from Shadowstrip. The shot goes out, but Auntie Diablo takes him down from behind. He gets Metal Snow as well with the pulse bomb. So now it's just a matter of cleanup here. Get rid of the Tracer, but Nick finds a double outside the spawn somehow. Has the nano boost now to to put in the damage and build his way up towards another ulti. And it looks like Team Gaming might somehow once again have dragged this team fight from a defeat into a victory, as Damien tries to find some kills with the Primal Rage stolen here, but not going to find anything out of that. Gets tracked down by Nick, who's playing incredibly well this series.
Yeah. Like the Brigitte rally, even when you're down 3, still is such an equalizer. That a rally Brig even antied, even 3v6 is still just too hard to kill, especially if you're playing heroes that are like Winston.
Yeah, no, very difficult. Go outside, goes in the backline there, he pops the pulse bomb down, doesn't find anything from it. He's trying to get that second kill onto Alex there, who's already dropped once in this team fight. Nano boosted Zoom now on the front line, looks to get rid of Shadow Script. Nice whip shot there, not going to find any money, unfortunately. The Shadow Script tries to find some action here on the Doofus. He gets the punch through, but all of a sudden that's just angered the beast, and Zoom pops the Primal Rage here. Nick throws his ultimate out to no avail here, as nobody really taking advantage of it with this play on the backline here. 1 kill taken already by Bubbles, but his main tank counterpart on the other side getting a ton of work down. I wanted to see what happened there, Peach, but go outside did find the kill, that they're dropping players on the front line. Oh, nearly C9 there, but Nick once again with a nano boost. Metal Snow charging these up nice and quick and popping them onto Nick to make sure he can keep his team in this one, as OG rejoin the fray. With that beam from Zarya though, Nick might struggle to keep himself healthy in these team fights, but no, it looks like they're going to force OG back here once again.
Yeah, and I see Zoom also swapping up to the Reinhardt. These like very narrow points favoring the more brawly comps, the big shield, the big hammer, rather than being able to jump around. Gonna look forward to seeing what this ends up doing with the Ryan v Ryan. Classic. Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, main tank difference really comes into play here. Let's go outside with the pulse bomb available. It sticks it to the back of the duplicated Reinhardt there. Doesn't find that kill. Great tracking. Oh, but turned on by Alvin Slayer. Gets taken down, and OG force Team Gaming back and get themselves a cap with 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, how to get through a narrow choke like that? Why not 2 Reinhardts? I'm not sure what Team Gaming was supposed to do against that. They didn't have the rally up, the OP ultimate. They just got ran over by German hammers.
Yeah, well, I mean, what can you do, right?
C9 apparently, according to the chat.
Well, according to Zoom, I think he's playing some old mind games here.
Yeah, seeing a lot of banter going back and forth.
Yeah.
Here
I think if anyone's immune to mind games, it's probably Team Gaming.
Sometimes you can give what you can't get, hey? I'd imagine it's the top 100 player who's played so much Overwatch that he doesn't.
Fair enough, but you don't know. When you're losing to a team, you think you should beat. That banter hits different, you know?
Yes. Well, I mean, after taking on Beastie Boys, and I think there's a team in South Africa that feels like they should beat this Team Gaming without a lot of effort. Even Randburg Fire Department.
I don't know. Randburg Strikes was a team who's like, if we're gonna beat everybody super easily, no matter what they do.
I think you're right, but I hope you're wrong.
I hope somebody proves us wrong. I hope somebody really takes the fight to Randburg.
Yeah, just once.
Anyways, looking at compositions here. Team Gaming looking to come out with their own double bubble. They didn't match them super well on the first point of Oasis, but might try to do the same here. But OG on the defense have a completely different look to what they had on the attack.
Yeah, and I think this is the first time we saw Unreal Nick on Zarya. So the other times they were playing Reinhardt, they had the Diva. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he competes on the high damage hero. Alvin's there on his comfort pick, and using that Sigma shield to control the high ground for his DPS.
Yeah, very necessary here. 2 shields for our red squad here as they get aggressive onto the high ground from the side of Team Gaming. Shadowship going to put the pressure on with this Echo. Bubbles now going to do the same, just going up and down here, making sure, just putting the damage on and looking to find any opening they can. But so far, nothing doing just yet. A Shadowscript tries to find an angle. Bubbles goes deep once again. Somebody's low there in the background, and yes, on Diablo, taken down. A very good target to start the team fight with. Alvin Slayer goes down as well. The stun comes down onto God's side, but he's going to pull back very quickly, not take any damage here. And Team Gaming, they made this one look pretty easy.
Yeah, this just feels like they were poking and pushing like resources out, like diving on top, dropping back down, and just resetting faster, like gaining resources back. I think the Reinhardt didn't get a chance to raise the shield until after Diablo died from first engagement. So it does feel like this was an attrition battle that eventually just ground out Omnius. And they agreed, they swapped Zune back.
Yeah.
Double bubble all the time.
Yeah, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But they did struggle to close out the map the first time around. Oh, 2 minutes on the clock. I felt like they struggled a lot more than the time bank actually shows.
I think they actually lost the fight until point 3.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's true. Oh, aggression onto the high ground here. This pulse bomb could be huge, but he gets stunned up straight away here. Now I'm going to try and put the pressure onto Diablo, but that anti-heal going to make his life difficult. Alex, though, going to have a much more difficult time. In fact, as he looks at the inside of his spawn, the guard side will go to his spawn as well. In the meanwhile, a nice bubble there keeps Zarya alive for just a moment, but unfortunately, Alvin Slayer going to get taken down in the end. Kills going in both directions here. Shadowscript looks to take down a couple. It's a duel in the sky, perhaps, but not really. Damien decides he'd rather take down the heroes on the ground. Zoom now back in the fight. Shadowscript dropping low, taken down rather, as Bubbles and Zoom put the pressure on the respective front lines. At the end of it all, Team Gaming grind out another hard-fought teamfight victory.
Hard fight.
It's hard, dude. This language is hard.
Oh, no, it's fine. You see that the Team Gaming had the big ultimate advantage pushing into that fight, and they had to use almost all of it. I think they had committed 3 or 4 ults total, as compared to the 1 coming out from Omnius.
Oh, so Graviton Surge in here now with the monkey. Oh, hello, Sneaky Anna around the corner there, glued to the wall by the Graviton Surge. Diablo finds a return kill, finds a second here. If they don't deal with McCree, he's going to clean up the team. He finds a nice stun there, trying to get rid of the Anna. That's an ambitious fan, the hammer, but he's going to clean up the Metal Snow nonetheless with the help of his friendly neighborhood main tank Monkey. He finds a 4th kill. Give him the ace here. He gets it, and unfortunately the rampage stolen by Damien, but OG, that was the Diablo show, that team fight.
Yeah, a little bit of support from Zoom, but like this is that synergy we wanted to see. Zoom being there when the monkey dives his McCree, he pops out his ultimate just to push him away. And it pays off if you have a McCree that's good as Diablo who just doesn't miss a shot. The damage is there. Very
impressive stuff from both of those two. Really, what we expect to see out of them at this point. That is a nice initiation straight onto the low HP Anna. Takes them down straight away. Now looking to get rid of Nick on the Zarya, and unfortunately he's not off as well. But immediately on the other side, a flurry of kills coming out of Team Gaming here. Bubbles with the Primal Rage. Gonna put Auntie in a corner here. What's room? You guys want to synergize in the hole here where you belong. As Bubbles looks to clean up the last player here and just get that kill. But no, Alvin Slayer backing up his main tank.
Yep. Bubbles sitting in vain on the mega pack, hoping for it to spawn.
Looking down, spawn.
So it goes. I had an interesting thing a pro told me, or at least told an interview. I'm going to say. The other day, which is these dive comps are a true test of mental, because your tanks, or at least your dive party, will engage onto the enemy's backline, and theirs will engage onto yours. And either if you're losing. I'll continue my story after this fight.
Yeah, Graviton Surge comes out here. Nick gonna get the better of that one, not even needing to throw his own down. 85% towards that. Now it's Damien, a monkey once again, looking to find an angle for his team. Straight onto Diablo though. Is Shadowscript. He gets stunned up. He's not getting taken down though. The bubble or the bombs will take down Auntie in the end. Damien gets return kill, but now dropping super low. The Tracer gonna try and track him down, but Bubble's gonna take matters into his own hands here as they look to clean up the fight. OG coming back. Those room once again. An angry monkey looking to clean things up. The pulse bomb comes out, disappears. I think he was killed as it was going. Wait, what?
I don't know about this Bubbles ult here.
Oh, yeah,
There's
Bubbles.
6 of them there.
Just trying to buy time for his team here, but he gets stand up and he's looking at all of the enemy team, gets tracked and taken down eventually, and now they're going to look to clean up this team fight. Unreal Nick going to have to try and get out of here with the help of his supports, dropping low, popping some squats on the way out to make himself a more unreasonable target to hit. The High Noon comes out, looking to put pressure on, and they find Newt so they can force them back even further now. Getting aggressive here is on Diablo, looking to get the shots onto Nick. He doesn't get the kill, but it's not going to matter as they've got a few other kills elsewhere, and the Tracer... Oh, baby! That's a headshot if I've ever seen one. No stun needed, and Diablo gonna punch their way to some more time off the clock.
Very clean, and the amount of times Metal Snow has had to look at a Zoom with a monkey bubble and a Zarya bubble in his face, it must be disheartening.
Yeah. Like you were saying, I think the point you're getting at is that it's about who who kills the enemy team first, and the backline is just crying the whole time. Both backlines.
Yes, exactly.
Graviton Surge comes out here, gonna look to get a couple of
managed to
kills.
get Matt Show before he falls.
Well, unfortunately not. Anna goes out there. That anti-heal grenade looked like it just disappeared there. A Shadow Script, I don't think this is the hero you want to go for as Godside works his way onto point. Stand up there, not going to get taken down, at least not immediately here. But Bubbles putting the pressure on the front line, dropping low now. He's not really got much backup here. He's punching his way through, but not going to find any kills. Lulu does go down, but now there's an angry monkey. Not the best monkey in the game, but good enough nonetheless. There's now Shadowscript comes back in, or Damien rather, comes back in to clean things up. That sticky bomb doesn't quite get the kill, and Team Gaming once again are bringing this one back. The Graviton Surge to clean up the team fight, but it's too little here as Unreal Nick picks up a triple, and Team Gaming once again bring it back.
Yeah, Unreal Nick getting stuck in the grab and thinking like, oh good, now I don't have to focus on moving, I can just aim.
Exactly.
Just takes down 4.
Oh man, this is a stellar game so far. Really, neither team able to get and keep an advantage for very long.
Yeah, the momentum seems to shift back and forth after one like big decisive fight and then 2 or 3 fights going in the direction of the team, and then a big decisive fight and this momentum swings in the other direction. It's incredible Overwatch we're seeing today.
Oh, very nice indeed. Lots of action on this high ground here. Diablo works his way around now, has the high noon ready. Should he choose to throw it out? Trying to get aggressive onto that high ground, but Bubbles, he opens up this team fight with a kill with his Primal Rage. They immediately trade it out though. Nick not able to do anything else in this team fight now, but they've got to watch this Tracer. Godside putting the pressure on, and in fact, they picked up a couple of kills on the other side now. Have Team Gaming, but Swoom is back. He's getting a couple of kills as well. Bubbles taking a nap here. Everyone wants to see what a Sleeping Monkey looks like, but his team is doing all the work here. He's replaced by Shadow Script, and that's going to allow them to push forward once again.
Yeah, we're just seeing dead backlines all over the place. Everyone just supports dying and peeling non-existent. Just no defense, only attack.
Yeah, no Queen of Peel in this game, unfortunately, as Godside picks up a kill there, but not before losing one of his own teammates. Dropping low here is that Tracer, and now has to pull back, but a lot of blue in the kill feed here, as Team Gaming look to just close things out here. The yellow box of victory right there, but they would have to cap and then go for more. Primal Rage at the ready here for Bubbles. He wants to throw it out, I think, as soon as he finds an opportunity. This is that opportunity. Turns around, Diablo with a big flanking high noon to take down 2, and that might just spell the end of this map for Team Gaming. Bubbles dropping low. That's no work for Diablo. A big target to take down, and he does so with the plum. And that's going to be it. OG hold Team Gaming off at third point and pick up the series lead once again.
What a game. What an absolute back and forth game. I thought for sure that's like the previous fight was to be the last fight. But Omni is bringing it back, and I like the trust Diablo had to have in his team to touch the point. Yeah. For him to work his way all the way around up the stairs with him like not swapping off to a stall hero, firstly, sticking on the McCree and hoping his high noon would get all the way up there. It's very good.
I think something that stands out about this OG squad is how well they play together as a unit. You know, that trust does seem to be there. And as you were saying, playing into a dive composition, on a dive composition, that trust needs to be there. Even if you're getting wrecked, you got to trust that your front line is going to get the kills faster than theirs is. And that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, and then your backline, like as a frontline, you have to trust that your backline is doing their best to survive without, falling before the enemy's backline does.
Yeah, feeding relentlessly.
Yeah, it's very back and forth. You will see, I think, Nude Metal Snow, Alex, and Nude are seeing more inside of the spawn than outside for the duration of that attacking phase.
It's a tough life of a supporter in these lineups.
Yeah, especially if you're going against tanks like Zoom and Bubbles, who are some of our better tanks, and also go outside and Diablo being the tracers, like peeking at you. Not a fun time, but interesting to see that Team Gaming stuck on the Mercy instead of the Brigitte, and I feel like there was a couple of times where the Brig, or at least for some reason I saw Alex alive more, but maybe because Brig can armor pack and Alex, but not herself.
Sure.
Instead of a lot of times Newton and Metal Snow both died simultaneously from something. There was a bit more of a chance that Alex could get a couple of more shots off before he was eventually found as well. And maybe I feel like that makes the difference
Yeah, and it is such a small difference, but that's really what's carrying these teams through here. These teams are very closely matched with different play styles, and small things like that can make a huge difference. Our next map here will be Temple of Anubis. This is, of course, Team Gaming's choice as the losers of the previous map. OG on attack here. Pretty interesting map, a pretty hard map to play into, I think, after losing the last one, but they feel like there's something they can do on this map.
Yeah, 2CP being, not in Overwatch 2 for reasons. It is a very tactical map on a team level, like on a coordinated, like competitive level, not in ranked. It does feel very tactical to play, and maybe Team Gaming is too young to know this, but this is historically Omnius's best map. Back from when I was playing, I don't know if any of that's still there or carried through, but we've developed strategies back when I was in the team that I think stuck with Diablo and Alex and Alvin Slayer, I hope, where they could pick up like this map, making it extremely difficult for to hold against Omnius.
Yeah, I doubt Team Gaming are aware of that though. But you always got to go with the map you feel most comfortable on, and this is that for Team Gaming, at least of all the crap 2CP maps. They will be running something familiar, but they are mixing in this Junkrat here on the defense, so interesting look out of them.
Oh, that's cute. It doesn't work for them, but it was cute.
Oh, yeah, immediately take it down here. We'll see if he switches things up. This one of the ones you go, I didn't really get to see how well it works. I just kind of got picked off, so he might come out with it once again.
Diva DMX, that's a long-term momentum swing for Omnius.
That is a problem here. Shadow Script going to fly to the sky. Nice tech from him to work his way, but the Brigitte ready with the stun takes him down. Unreal Nick waving to the team saying, please come kill me so I can remake. But with 5% left, it's not going to matter, at least with the rest of his team dying. He gets the remake, but that's just a bunch of alt charge for the opponents, unfortunately, as Bubbles goes down and OG come out swinging here on Temple of Anubis.
Yeah, a little bit of a damper. There was room went down, but trading Winston for Diva mech, you can just respawn where the Diva didn't get her ult until the end of the fight there, and I'm still not sure about this Junkrat.
Yeah, I think he wants to make it onto Play of the Week here, because that's really the best way to do it, is get a big tire. But oh no, he's switched up now finally, because
he's giving up on the dream.
Was not. Yeah, he'll have to do something big with a pulse bomb here. Coming in now is Nick, immediately DMake. That's not a good start to this team fight. Shadow Script dropping low as well. He's going to get taken down by the sticky bombs as Bubbles gets the return kill, but it might be too little too late. But remember, on 2CP second point, you have to take a clean fight as the attackers go outside, gets booped back there and pops the recall just to keep himself healthy. He immediately goes for Diablo and takes him down. So go outside, showing Diablo's not the only Mega Tracer on the map right now, as that's going to force OG back.
Yeah, and OG investing the Primal Blade there, but not getting much to show for it. Just pooping around nuke a couple of times and then dying.
Yeah, it's really not what you want to see out of the main tank here. Pulse Bomb at the ready for go outside here. Oh, he's found on Diablo, wants to take this duel, and won the last one, so you can't blame him for feeling confident now. Oh, dropping low is on. He's gonna back out here, gonna try and put the pressure on. Valkyrie comes out, adaptive circuits as well, looking for the Ana, going for it, but needs to be able to get slipped with 2 kills in Team Gaming's front line there. I mean, OG's backline, same difference, I guess. Means that OG once again forced back, and whatever momentum they had after that first point has been thoroughly stymied now.
Yeah, a lot of ults are used by OG as well, and not a lot of charge gained. Swap onto the Pharah.
It's basically an echo, right?
I suppose it's echo of a worst ult.
That is true. Press Q to die here with the sprinkler. Damien though just gonna try and put the damage in. That is dropping low on Unreal Nick, but he's identified the target he wants to get rid of, and he goes for it. Gets that kill straight away. No mercy back up there for the Pharah, and does end up getting taken down there along with the rest of his squad. So it's almost getting them here, Defect.
Yeah, this is not a good look for Omnius here. They're getting pushed all the way back, and not getting a lot of traction on their ultimates either. Not finding a lot of value out there. But 60% ult charge basically for Damien in one fight, not bad.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can pushing into only a monkey ult and a pulse bomb if they can get some value.
Ooh, Pulse Bomb does come out there. Doesn't find any kills from God's side now. But Shadowscript has been such a difficulty. In fact, he's going to get solo grabbed here by Alvin Slayer. Identifies the problem child. I think Bubbles hopped in there as well in solidarity. But now they're going to push forward. OG haven't lost a single player here. And this is the kind of team fight you need to take on 2CP second point attack. So they clean it up, and now they can start to get the ticks. One tick down, second tick down already, and now they can come through only on the side of Team Gaming. But God's side drops immediately on the monkey. Bubbles, sorry, on the monkey gets taken down, as well as Nick has to retreat here away from the damage coming out of Damien on the Sparrow. The bomb gonna get thrown out here. He hides around the corner, just barely. He gets the kill onto the Diva before the remake completes, and OG still managing to push that through with 2.5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, a bit of a having to hold a lot to build up the momentum and the ultimates to push through that final fight. But as soon as they had the tools they needed, they implemented them well enough. And again, like they needed to take that time to reset, to become more structured again. I feel like the times that they get spawn camped, it feels very messy. And I think that's where Team Gaming thrives. But as soon as they took a breather, everyone went into spawn. All right, we have 4 ultimates against 2. Let's go and with an attack plan and take this out, and it worked flawlessly.
Yeah, flawlessly is a great word to describe it there. And you kind of pay for that aggressive positioning from Team Gaming there, because once you all get taken down, you're kind of scrambling onto that second point, and it takes long for any early picks to get back to the front line if you're fighting so far away from the spawn. So unfortunate for them, but a lot of life in this Team Gaming squad, and now they get to show their stuff on the attack. Once again, running this Doomfist, which I think has been very effective so far. Godside going to bring out the Ash. On the defense, more of the same. Identical composition from what we've seen recently from OG.
Yeah. And I think that's sort of their drilled, set up defense. They're pre-made, whereas they're still seeing this Doomfist type of comfort pick play out of Reinhardt.
Yep, Bubbles here on the Rhine, gonna try and buy his team some space. Quick movement through onto the left here. Zoom identifies that a huge anti-nil onto Team Gaming. They're all so low, but the cleanup isn't quite there. Shadowscript, don't know what he plans to do against that Echo there now. It can go through, he gets to charge onto Lulu Ball and gets rid of that Brigitte. That's a lot of space now for the blue team to work with. Bubbles charges through. Oh, that's a huge sleep. Nick sleeping, but so is Damien on the other side, and he's gonna get taken down by Metal Snow, and now they can move towards the point. They've lost the mech on Nick, but it might not matter here. And they look to push forward. Zoom identifies the issue along with Auntie, and there's that synergy we like to see out of the two OG players. But Zontiable and Zoom really the only ones left here, and with Zoom going down, Auntie not really with much space to work with. He's going to try and drop straight onto Bubbles' head here and get that kill. The desperation charge, not enough. On Diablo making a fool out of Bubbles there, working his way around and takes him down eventually. Shadowscope dropping as well. OG might just have done enough here to buy themselves back into this team fight. Nutu taken down. Damien gonna clean up Nick's mech here, and oh my goodness, OG taking a page out of Team Gaming's book here as they clean up a dismal fight.
So the excellent play from Alvin Slayer. He positions himself on the doors. I didn't think he died that fight. He just stayed on the doors because Alex respawned and could heal him basically from spawn.
Yeah.
So he had a Ana pocket at long range, and he was a high charge Zarya just pumping out damage. And then, with that sort of anchor enabling on Diablo and Zoom to do on Diablo and Zoom.
Oh my goodness, that is a huge graviton surge. A big bang combination. That's
no, it's gonna get staggered.
Oh no. Yeah, he is. Oh, nice one onto. We all saw that. Oh no, Lily Ball gets squished by the mech. This is literally why they put it in the game. And here you're seeing the patch notes working perfectly as intended as Nick eventually gets taken down. But now they're starting fighting without a brig.
Yeah, like I don't like the stagger of Out of Mercy for the race. Like I trade the race for a couple of seconds of stagger, but let's see Damien, how he squares up against the other main tank. It wasn't well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty tough one. Bubbles and Zoom tanks on the other side, but he gets straight onto God's side, takes him down. Now can work his way towards the point, but the point is looking rather bereft of red players here as They really are quite split up. Shadowscript dropping low, gonna punch his way through, doesn't find anything, gets taken down. The Shadow comes through, did hit quite a few, but the cleanup isn't quite there just yet. They've picked up 2 ticks, so OG have to get onto the point now. Bubbles anti-healed, having a difficult time, and now they're getting aggressive with the rally. OG gonna have to clean this up here and just make sure they don't give away this first point. Sit in the corner there in the roof a little bit, was that Anna, but go outside. Struggling to find any angles to get rid of this OG squad, who've done a great job just coming back into this team fight, regrouping effectively and cleaning things up here. The punch comes through from Shadowscript, but he's going to get taken down, and with only a minute left on the clock, Team Gaming in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, there was a 5 ultimate fight from Team Gaming, and they couldn't clean up the stragglers. Just like a rally brig coming back in is just too powerful to contest against, and now they're taking this weird off-balance fight, which typically they excel at. So let's see how they stack up in the last 30 seconds of the map.
Oh, this is a desperation move here. Well, it's going to have to be a desperate play from Team Gaming here as Auntie looks to come around the side here for a cheeky flank, find an angle to get a cheeky kill perhaps. With this grab, man, Defect, we saw how this worked the first time. It's going to happen again, I think. Just going to throw it on the high ground there. There he gets a couple. Another boosted monkey in the mix here. And that might just be it in this map, in the series for Team Gaming. Bubbles all on his own. A huge shadow picks up a couple, and maybe I've spoken too soon here. They picked up a few kills, but it may be too little too late as the finishing beam from Damien gets rid of a pair of a stick from go outside. He may just have done enough for Team Gaming here. The spawns have to come through from OG to stall this one out. And Team Gaming proving us wrong once again by cleaning up a disastrous starting team fight. How do you win that one? Through a Graviton surge, through a monkey with nano, through perfect execution from OG. But Team Gaming have done enough.
What a back and forth. What an amazing game. This is just a pure hero play again. Like, go outside putting on his carry pants and just killing 4 in the final fight.
Carry pants on once again here. He takes down Alex straight away. Shadowscript now working his way through. That's a pulse bomb though. Carry pants now on the other foot. Carry socks, I guess. Carry shoes. Carry clothing all over the place here for both teams. But it's going to be the red team this time that cleans it up.
Yeah, and it's still 2.5 minutes on the clock. Like, this is far from over. This is just another fight instead of the last desperation attack. So no ultimates in the bank for either team. So it's going to be a neutral, and let's see who hustles who in the neutral.
Yeah. Gonna have to see here. Auntie gonna have to back up here just a tiny bit as OG look to set themselves up here for another defensive foray. Unreal Nick has switched onto the ball now, puts some pressure on the front lines. Woom needs to be careful here. He's getting peppered in the back by the ball. Has to jump back towards his team. The duel
She had a rally.
Better angle. Oh no, that's a double kill. Shadowscript finds 2. He's got the carry pants on this time for Team Gaming, and now they can look to clean up the rest before the spawn starts to come through. Zoom is back in the mix here. He's dropping low. He might be taken down straight off the back here. He is taken down with a fist bomb and some pulse cannon damage. They look to clean up the rest here. There's a Lucio back in the mix, but he's not going to do anything. Still contested on the point. The stick onto Bubbles takes him down, and a few kills back in the other direction might be exactly what OG needs to clean this up. Alvin Slayer now in on the ball, just looking to buy some time, looking to stall things out here as his tank brother rejoins the fray. Woom gets taken down by the pulse bomb though, so go outside once again, contributing to proceedings here. The Shadowscript taken down, and I think OG have done just enough here to bring it back. It's going to have to be a crazy hard team fight here for Team Gaming to pull it back, but that's a good start. Damien going down to go outside. Go outside is still alive, and now the minefield on the point. That makes it so hard for OG to move around. Zoom getting bumped around by the mines, but OG have managed to hold here, and with 30 seconds left on the clock, now again, we're going to have to see some heroics out of Team Gaming.
99.4%. This game is so close. Yeah, and no ults on either side except for this. Well, no, 2 support ults on the side of Team Gaming. This might not be over.
Might not indeed. Bubbles now nano boosted up. He's identified his target. It's the Brigitte, and they take him down very quickly. Lunabal not contributing anymore to this team fight. The sound barrier going to come down as well, so they can push forward. They've lost Shadowscript, but it might not matter here. They need to be careful not to lose anybody to Damien, but Alex has dropped on the other side. The Pulseman goes down, doesn't find anything. Bubbles finds a kill though, but they've lost Metal Snow as well. Team Gaming are not dropping like flies. No supports left in the mix here, and OG might have done enough to hold this point and take the series, but that's a double kill kill coming out of the main tank and DPS combo of Team Gaming once again, but Zoom tracks down his opposite number and gets rid of him, recognizing the danger he poses as Damien now. Lots of HP to work with, lots of damage to work with. It's Unreal Nick on the point. We've seen him be such a nuisance on this ball, but is it going to be enough on this occasion? He gets punched back here. The ultimate comes out. Can he find any kills? Does it even matter as OG finally clean things up here and take the 3-1 victory over Team Gaming?
What a back and forth close game. I saw Alex getting his Lucio ult and dropping the beat and getting punched up into the air twice.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and he landed it on like 3 HP or something ridiculous, getting the beat off. This is a game. This bodes very well for South African Overwatch. If this is our 5th and 4th places.
Yeah.
See how this shakes out.
I don't know, man. You look at this and you think you might need to re-look at the power rankings, right? Because this OG squad doesn't look like a 4th place.
No. I'm actually questioning Enigma's standing in this.
Yeah, totally.
As good as they are, and as much as I love the players, have we seen them versus Team Gaming and versus Omnius recently? Not yet.
Yeah, man.
Well, then I think this is going to be the big question mark going forward is how Enigma stacks up against these two, because they're looking good. Also, I want to point out there on Diablo getting 70% kill participation on Tracer.
Jeez.
That is a feat. On Tracer, that's very, very strong. If it was something
very impressive.
Yeah, if it was Winston or Lucio or Brigitte, I would have not, healing someone or zapping someone.
Yeah, just getting some tickle damage on someone somewhere.
Yeah,
but you mentioned on Diablo now, and that brings us on nicely as a segue to our play of the match. Who is it for you? I think a ton of players who stood out here, but who do you think kind of put their head above the rest?
I don't give an honorable mention to Zoom, but I have to go with on Diablo. I think the 70% per kill participation on Tracer and Temple for Anubis was just the cherry, the indication of how much he's actually done in this team fight. The man's Tracer was, as always, as we expect, nutty. He's the human aimbot. He tracks like nothing else. His teamwork with Zoom is something to behold as well. The amount of diving together and killing together they do is crazy. Absolutely, Diablo has to be the player of the match. Great player. I think he's like mid-masters or something like that. That's ridiculously low for his skill level.
Yeah, that is super low, actually. Surprising. And I think if you could kind of Voltron Zoom and Diablo into one player, they'd get player of the match every time. But they might just alternate every OG match. We'll have to wait and see over the course of this year. We
have a big coin with Zoom on one side and Diablo on the other, and then this splits for OG matches.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. So in effect, that sums things up here quite nicely for this match today. OG take a stellar 3-0 victory against an incredible looking Team Gaming squad. Shout out to Team Gaming as well, I think, Defect.
Yes, played well. Small correction from our side as well. It's a 3-1, not a 3-0.
Oh, sorry, 3-1.
Yeah, so a lot of back and forth, a lot of 99, a lot of hero plays coming out of Team Gaming. Like I think everyone had their turn at getting the killer beat off or landing like 2 headshots in a row just to clutch a fight. Unreal Nick does not want to see the inside of a spawn room ever. I think Bubbles acquitted himself well, going up against a titan of Swoom, the best main tank in South Africa, bar none. Team Gaming, a lot to be proud of. You played really well. Omnius, as they mentioned in the chat, is very cracked, and I'm looking forward to seeing a rematch someday.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm looking forward to see how OG go up against some of the other teams in our semi-final bracket here. Just to give you some insight into that, I believe it is Randburg, Beastie Boys, Team Gaming, and OG who are in the top 4 slots. So we'll have to wait and see how the rest of this week plays out. A lot of matches to be played on Sunday, and once that's done, we'll get a good sense of what our bracket looks like. But I'm excited to see OG and Team Gaming progress here and see how they perform. Can Team Gaming retake that match against Beastie Boys, or was that just a one-hit wonder? And will OG be able to take the fight to Beastie Boys and Randburg? They played them already this tournament, but having spoken to Authorize, he said they were disappointed with their performance. They felt like they had a lot in the tank that they didn't get to show. So I'd be excited to see them turned up to 100. But guys, that's going to be it this evening. It is going to be OG taking the 3-1 victory over Team Gaming for the Raving Mad Gamers Last Men Standing competition. Of course, we are sponsored here by PC International. PC International is a South African-based laptop and PC component seller, which provides the best quality IT equipment at the very best prices. They offer a price match guarantee, so you guys can go check them out on pcinternational.co.za. And they, of course, are our lovely sponsors of this tournament. Prize pool of 4,000 Rand, 2,500, I believe, going to the top team. So quite a bit to play for here in the bracket stage. Defect, before we sign off, anything you want to add?
This looked amazing. That was a hype Overwatch. Well played, Team Gaming and Omnius. I'm looking forward to seeing if they can take on our two, top slotted teams, if we can put them in air quotes. So good luck to you guys.
Yeah, good luck indeed. And that's going to be it, guys. You know where to find us if you want to find me on Twitter. It's at SunPhoenix, SUNPHEONYX, as you can see on screen now. Also on the Cowser Discord server, which has been posted in chat many times by Nightbot at this point. Defect, where can we find you?
I am defect_ZA on Twitter if you want to hear me troll and talk about metal music. Otherwise, the Cowser Discord server, I am the most active admin by a lot, and I can prove it.
He's got the podium position to show it. And then, of course, you can follow us on Twitter at ZA Overwatch for all your Overwatch needs, local Overwatch needs. And guys, keep an eye on that. We've got some things happening in the future that you might be very interested in. So please keep an eye on the ZA Overwatch Twitter. We have a Facebook as well. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about. But I will say the month that it's in has something to do with it. And that, what I was going to add something now. Oh, we have an Instagram as well, very recently. Hey. So guys, go follow us on that. I don't know how Instagram works or how I would even tell you to get there. But if you know how to use Instagram, you'll be able to find us at Serie of Watch on Instagram, I've been told, by our lovely observer, who is, of course, and producer at the Peach ZA. You know him well enough. Follow him all over there. Of course, at Cena as well, has been handling a lot of our graphics. So if you'd like to get in touch with him, that's how you can do that. Big shout out to him. That's going to be it, guys. Raving Mad Gamers Last Man Standing. Hopefully we'll be on Sunday. Fingers crossed, no promises. But you can definitely count on us covering a lot of matches next week and into the future. So yeah, guys, we'll see you guys then.